focus, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my... I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm in it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's James. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Football going back to the San Francisco 49ers here. And CD, if you take a step back and look at 2018 for the 49ers, it looks an awful lot like 2017. A dismal start, followed by all of a sudden a winning record in the month of December.
We wondered last year, what was that phrase that I used? September baseball?
Mm-hmm.
You know, where teams get hot and we say, oh, can they carry it over to next year? Then we realized they weren't the big-time games and it just didn't really work. That happened to the 49ers after 2017 and carrying over to 2018. I still believe that this is a team with great potential. Getting Jimmy Garoppolo back next year, Jerick McKinnon, the running back, getting all the injuries healed. It should be a team that should compete in the NFC West in 2019, but they will have to prove it because 2 years in a row, they've shown promise in December when it really didn't count.
We do need to note that Nick Mullins has performed admirably, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is taken in at the 5. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 44 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's James. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 76 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's James. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Richie James, 95 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goff. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And it's a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Rams have got it back.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Merlin!
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Deuce. Like 20.
To throw on second down is gone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that got the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, they run with Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Here's James. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2. He'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Breida. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now check, Patriot! Patriot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis from 10 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Maverick. 180.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Goff now looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. They run forward with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. Fighting his way through contact. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Super!
On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 50, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a 1st down throw, gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Goff, and that's caught left side. It's Woods. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. C.J. Anderson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Garrett Selleck, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Jester. Hey, check. Shot. 20.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
DC.
Goff on 1st down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Goff. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Hey, 76.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.